What's up, gamers of YouTube, and welcome to my first episode of Gamers Tubecast Season 2, Episode 1. Now, even though I got an intro video coming out letting you guys know how these are going to be structured, set up, and recorded, and brought to you guys on YouTube, it's not going to be no longer me talking about a whole bunch of games that's coming out, all kind of gaming news and stuff, and all kind of images popping up on the screen. It's going to be me talking about one game per episode, and the episode is going to cover one whole game. It's going to be an unboxing sometimes in the beginning of the episode. Then after that, it's going to be some gameplay impression, me and my son in front of the green screen, talking to you guys on the green screen about, the gameplay that we was doing and stuff and how much fun we had. Then the last thing I want to mention before I dig into this, this here video is Gamers Tubecast. For the people that don't know how I came up with the name, these are gaming video podcasts. Pretty much what it is. So if you listen to podcasts before or you've seen video podcasts, it's pretty much what it is. It's a gaming video podcast on YouTube, so Gamers Tubecast. So we got World War Z on deck for the PS4, on the Xbox or PS4. I wish I had it on PC, even though I still probably would have picked it up on PS4. Based off the movie, already seen the movie, surprised they're coming out with it this late. But based from what I've seen with the gameplay and everything like that, this game is looking pretty cool, pretty awesome. Here's the inside of the case and everything like that. And to be honest with you, this is the Left 4 Dead 3 that I wanted to see. Where it's the same concept. You're going from mission to mission. I want the missions to be a little bit longer and more in depth, but at the same time, the same concept where you can run through a mission with some buddies within like an hour or so and go to the next mission. It's just run and gun, and you just holding out at certain choke point. I can't talk. You're holding out at certain choke points and finding weapons. But anyways, let's read the back of the casing. It says, "Outlive the dead." I mean, you already are outliving the dead as long as you're alive. So, humanity is at the brink of extinction. As the end looms, band together in a heart-pounding co-op third-person shooter for up to 4 players featuring massive swarms of hundreds of zombies. Based on the hit Paramount Pictures film, World War Z, explores new storylines and characters from around the world and overwhelming and fast-paced, gruesomely spectacular action. Battle swarms of hundreds of zombies, extensive weapons and character progression, player versus zombie mode, co-op story-driven campaign. So it's 1 player, 2 to 8 players network. I was hoping that it was 2-player split screen for me and my son's sake. 19 gigabytes for storage minimum, online play optional, DualShock 4 of course, and PS4 Pro enhanced. So, I like that. So when I get that PS4 Pro, that's what I want for my birthday. I thought, I might buy that for my birthday, PS4 Pro. August 5th. So if you guys want to buy me something for my birthday, August 5th, PS4. So I'm ready to pop this in. Let's just go ahead and install. Once I play for a little while, I'm gonna go ahead and hop up on the green screen, which for you guys is a few seconds, and let you guys know what I think about the game and the gameplay so far as I play it. I mean, it's cool to have a 4K TV. It's cool to have a big ass crispy LED TV, but when it comes to a projector, it's a whole different ball game, man. It brings the experience is way different, especially when you're playing games like Shadow of the Colossus, where you find the colossi that's so huge and you're playing on the projector and you like literally looking up at them while you're playing on a projector. That's still the best game to play on the projector to me, because it brings the scale to life. It makes it really feel like these damn things are big. So I'm hoping that the projector bring this bad boy to life, have all these swarms of zombies coming at me and stuff like that. Is going crazy. I like how they have different difficult settings. People like me probably put like 10,000 hours in Left 4 Dead. So if I put that much inside Left 4 Dead, and this have character progression and weapon progression, and you can choose different difficulty levels, and the zombies got that unique different flow too, where depends on what you do, swarms come and they act different ways. Yeah, man, I will be putting this up against Days Gone. So you will be seeing a feature video, of me comparing the two. The differences between the swarms of the zombies and the special infected and the co-op play and the leveling up system and, just the graphics and everything. Just comparing the two and letting you guys know which one I feel like, which is the better zombie game in my opinion. And I do have Days Gone pre-ordered on Amazon.com, the collector's edition. But depending on if I make some extra money by the time the game comes out, I might just go ahead and get the regular. But no one knows how big that figurine is. If it's a pretty big size, then I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. I do want to add more, to my collection. I got some pretty good stuff. I got the God of War and the Horizon Zero Dawn. That's my pride and joy. That's those. Hey, as long as I got both of those, man, like I had to get both of those. You know, and Days Gone is going to be a big game that everybody's trying to pick up. So that is a good collector's edition to have inside your collection, just for people to come over and see it, and for something that's going to be worth money, even used. All right, so after 4 to 6 hours of playing World War Z, what do I think about this bad boy? First and foremost, I can't help but wish that this was on PC. You know, it looked way more crispy, with higher frame rate. You know, the zombies look more realistic, because the higher the frame rate, the more smoother the animation and motion is and stuff like that. I still can't fathom how they, you know, able to have that much enemies on the screen. The only thing I can think of that I know of is that they lower the animations of each one of those characters. It's not a dynamic animation catered towards every single, you know, zombie. It's just like a dynamic horde of physics that they put on an entire horde, so it won't take that much processing power. But I even put the physics to the test by going back to some zombies that we had killed and see if I can shoot the head off or something like that, or if the body is still moved by me walking over it or shooting at it, and it still does. So they did a real good job with the physics. No, it seemed like they didn't do no super extreme shortcuts to where you can kind of tell, but you know, they did a pretty good job. 4-player co-op. There's a total of 4 campaigns. Each campaign has its own unique characters based upon that area of the world. You got Tokyo, you got New York, stuff like that. We were playing on a projector. It was kind of overwhelming. I kind of felt like we were sitting a little bit too close, but split screen would have been perfect for the distance that we were sitting. We were sitting about 7 feet away or 6 feet away from a 100-inch screen. I still kind of felt like we was inside of it. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. It felt cool. All right, now, so the graphics. Let's talk about the graphics. So the graphics, pretty decent. You know, it does admittedly look like last-gen graphics, but you know, for what it is, online, shooting a whole bunch of zombies, hundreds of zombies running on the screen at the same time. You know, you can't really ask for too much. Like I said, I wish it was on PC, because PC can handle all that and then some. You know, can handle everything without limiting anything. You know, you're only limited on your hardware that you know, built or that you brought. So, but the graphics is decent. This is definitely my Left 4 Dead 3. Like I said, I'll be putting this against Days Gone. I don't think this will be hold a light up against Days Gone. You know what I'm saying? As far as how dynamic that game is going to be. The better graphics, the more fleshed out story, better voice acting. The voice acting inside this is spotty. One thing I also said wrong about this game is that you can customize your character. No, you cannot. You only can upgrade your guns. As you level up each gun, you can unlock, you know, a more beefed up version of it with a, you know, silencer on it or more damage and things like that. Now, I don't know if that's going to be every copy of the game, or it depends on where you get it from, but my game did come in-game with 3 gold guns. So I got, you know, assault rifle, that's a golden. I got an SMG, that's a golden SMG, and a golden pistol, I think. So when you go to your weapons, you can switch from the regular weapon to the gold one, and the gold one gives you more damage and everything. So that's a nice little touch. Each class, you can level up each class, and there's way more classes than I expected. And then when it comes to different classes, you can level up each class. You're not tied down to one class per playthrough, or whatever the case may be. You can always switch between different classes anytime you want to. So if you want to start leveling up your, you know, your medic class, switch to that class, which is the class I've been playing with only. If you want to level up your demolition class, switch to that class. Speaking of, each class got their own little unique abilities you can do. Like, for example, some of the heavy duty classes start with a breach charge, you know, like a C4 charge where you can put on a door that's locked or something like that. Once you blow it open, there's some extra supplies for you and your crew to use. So that's real good, come in handy, especially if you're playing on a harder difficulty where supplies are scarce. Make sure you got you a medic, make sure you got you a demolition guy that can go inside there. They even got a fixer, you know, which when I was reading through, that fits me as well too. But, you know, medic is what I've been liking to play with for the last I said about 4 years when I be playing shooter games these days, because I don't know, I just like helping people and being that person that hurt and run and get people back on their feet in like either a medic class or sniper classes, which I'm mainly choose when I'm playing games. So I think that's going to do it for this first episode of Gamers Tube Cast Season 2. Like I said, it's going to be slightly different. Each episode is going to be consisted of only one game, talking about one game, giving an unboxing maybe if I already got the game, watching a trailer, giving our impressions of it, doing some green screen action if you're doing some gameplay. So yeah, just like my other Gamers Tube cast, is going to be different segments, as you can see. And all the people that have been subscribed to me for a long time, shout out to you. And for the people I see everybody's comments and messages and stuff like that. So for the 3 people that hit me up, throwback subscribers and throwback people that have been watching me, that brung up the fact that I used to do the Halo maps and stuff like that, and just, you know, hey, I have a special place in my heart for you guys because like that goes way far back. That goes all the way far back to when my son didn't even know how to really game like that. You know, he was a little bitty kid. Now my son will mop a lot of y'all up, like on some real talk. So yeah, that was way back when he was like 3 and 4 years old. He just literally just barely turned 13, not 13, 14. You know, about a week ago or less than a week ago. So, you know, on the 10th of this month, April. So yeah, man. Yeah, time be going. You know, I know people looking like, damn, how old are you then? Hey, your boy's something like an angel. So, you know, I don't really age that fast. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Gamers Tube Cast, World War Z. If you guys want to see more videos from me, from my subscribers that have been watching me for a long time, you already know who you are. Give me a thumbs up, show me some love, show me some support. Thank you guys for watching this video. Most definitely gonna be more games. Most definitely getting Days Gone. And like I said, I'm still trying to debate between the collector's edition and the standard. So with that being said, you guys will find out though.